and welcome. My name is Neil Trussell, and I'm super pumped and excited to have my friend Eric Mortimer on the program with me, who's an award winning real estate agent and an agent of change. And welcome, Eric.
Hey, thanks for having me, Neil.
So let's just jump right in here. And I'm going to ask you to envision a much younger version of yourself and think about success from either the junior high, the high school, the college, or right out of school version of Eric. And what do you think success meant to the younger version of you?
Yeah, the younger version I think was generally fairly shallow. I think thinking of high school. Actually, I was really good at wrestling, and I was in martial arts and stuff in school, and I did really well at that, and won all kinds of competitions, and then got into wrestling, and it transferred over. I was doing really well there, and then I got more into girls and got distracted and moved away from that. So. Um, I'm thinking what I thought was success then was actually probably fairly similar to what I think now. It's about succeeding above standard norms consistently over the long term. And I think of my martial art time and doing well there. But I also see how distractions came in. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I was really good at wrestling, and I probably could have even gone to the Olympics if I had stuck with it because I was cleaning house. But yeah, I had other priorities pop up.
Funny how the testosterone works. Works for the wrestling and works the otherwise.
Yeah,
And
pros and cons. Yeah,
it's interesting because at the time there was no as we when we go back, parachute ourselves back in there. There's no shame. No, whatever age you were, boy is going to say that that you're crazy to think of wrestling, give up girls for wrestling. It's amazing. And now with some wisdom and some experience under our belt, we go, hey, maybe I should have tried harder in the wrestling or work, or maybe not. Who knows?
yeah. Probably would have got more girls if I stuck with it. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah, because
Uh,
maybe it would have been Eric Mortimer, real estate agent of change, Olympic athlete.
there we
Who
go.
knows?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Distractions are such a big thing. I often talk about the things that hold people back from success, and um, I talk about fear being one of them. So being afraid of external events that people are talking about. Oh, the world is collapsing right now, and interest rates are going up, and all kinds of things are happening. So being fearful of that. Then doubt. So doubt in ourselves, doubt that I have the ability to do what it takes. And then distraction is a big one that's taken over now. Like the corporations with their weapons of mass distraction, spending billions of dollars trying to get our attention and focus and pulling us away. And so yeah,
And
what was
it's
once
interesting.
girls, it's now technology.
Yeah, it's interesting because interest rates are what 3% now.
Yeah, a little bit above that. Yeah.
Yeah, so 4%. I remember feeling so blessed because I got a mortgage rate for 10%.
Yeah.
And people that were older than me were paying 18 and 20%. And I
Hmm.
hope to heavens to God that we never go back to that because that's absolutely crazy. But
Hmm.
there's there's always two sides to a story. And
Yeah.
yeah, fear of the unknown is huge. And so parachuting you forward, you've now got a few more years of experience. You've got, some whiskers that you probably didn't have back then. What is your version of success or now? What do you think success looks like to this version of Eric?
I think it's about consistency and consistently being above standard norms, and also having it's more than just the results, it's more than just the dollars, it's about the feeling of full engagement and joy that comes from being my highest and best self. So it's more about self mastery and doing my best.
So so mastery mean like to you like mastery is like, do I have to pay attention to who I am to know to move forward, or can I just go and buy a pill or something from Walmart? Can I just go and get it on the mastery shelf?
Sometimes it can help. It depends on what the pill is, I guess. What context you're taking it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was working on mastery last night, and with my wife Jen working on the relationship side of things, and we were up until past 3 o'clock in the morning chatting and stuff, and working on our relationship and other stuff. So it's it can look
But
different all the time.
absolutely. And I go, and I like that you use the term ahead of the norm, because Eric, the norm says that I should, and I really want to get my 10 hours of TV in a week, and I want to get my 10 hours of my FaceTime and my products in here. What you're saying is in order to move beyond that, something needs to change.
Yeah, you've got to master yourself for sure. Yeah, and getting clear on what you want and what is that for you. Having the clarity, the courage, and the commitment to go for what you want, and getting clear on purpose as well is a big thing. I think if you really know what your purpose is binging and sedating with 10 hours of TV, is that going to be serving your higher purpose?
Oh, Eric, I'm so disappointed. You said something that was terrible. You said clarity. What the hell? You want me to have a plan? You want me to plan something? Like what, why are you swearing so deeply?
Yeah, yeah. With this clarity is power for sure. Yeah, and with that, even going back to the Bible, without vision, the people perish. So having that vision of you want it to look like, what do you want it to be, and how do you want to serve and support others, and yeah, so important. I always like that Alice in Wonderland one with the cat, and she says, "Oh, tell me which path I should take." So, well, where are you going? Well, I don't know. Well, then any path will surely get you there. Yeah, right. So if we don't know where we're
And
going.
absolutely, and that's a beautiful analogy because to varying degrees, many people that are following the norm or societal norms are being influenced by what they see on social media.
Hmm. Yeah.
And social media is all about consumerism. It's
Hmm.
all about what you have as
Hmm.
opposed to who you are. And
Hmm.
I heard in your words that you're getting clarity and understanding of who your purpose and mission is. Is that a marker for success?
Oh, definitely. It brings a whole new level of fulfillment. That's it can't be equaled by money or external things. When you have that, when you're channeling, you feel the voice of whatever that is for you, God, the universe, source, coming through and doing that work. It's the reward is beyond the riches. That we were saying something about social media there, it got me thinking about how that's tainting our kids too, and everything, right? I heard something that when they do ask kids what they want to do when they grow up, it's something ridiculous. Like 85% want to be influencers now. Like they want to just jump straight to being Instagram and TikTok stars and making millions of dollars for shaking their booties. And yeah.
I put an Instagram post on and I said, so if I showed my man boobs on Instagram, do you think I would get more people?
Hmm.
It wasn't well received, but
I think I
it's
commented there's only one way to find out.
absolutely. And it's a sad state that yes, that like oh as a I understand that sex sells, but
Hmm.
it's crazy that we're reduced to that this can be a measure of success as
Hmm.
opposed to there's other forms of success. But is success oh, I lost the word that I was going to use. Fulfillment. Is success and fulfillment the same thing, or is in your mind?
Well, in my mind, to be successful, fulfillment would have to be a part of it. So it's actually would be within the definition of success, right?
Ah,
So it's
okay.
the ongoing feeling of full engagement and joy that comes from living highest and best self. So that feeling of fulfillment is there if I'm what successful. That is being successful.
Okay, see, it's beautiful. So that you're saying that there's success by definition. You can't have success without fulfillment. Is as a piece of it.
I think it'd be pretty shallow or pretty fleeting. It's yeah, it'd be the it could be the like you're saying the Instagram or the TikTok people or whatever. There's the illusion of success, but does that person really feel joy? Do they feel love? Do they feel happiness? Are they feeling fulfilled?
Absolutely. So it could be what societal norm, like when we talk about a societal norm of what success is, most people don't equate fulfillment and happiness and family in there. We historically put a lot of monetary and jobs and the big jobs, the white picket fence, which is great for, a house with the white picket fence, which is great for real estate. But we don't equate that we want to, whatever house we buy, we want to create the home with it.
Yeah. Well, they have the consumer price index, but they don't have the creator fulfillment index. That'd
Absolutely.
be a great
And
one
what
to
I,
have. The
what I,
CFI. What's the CFI this month?
yeah.
The creator fulfillment index. Oh, people are more fulfilled. They're actually going out there creating and they're contributing to each other's lives. Volunteerism is up. Service
Woohoo!
levels. There's people can't find enough places to volunteer.
Well, yeah, that'd be wonderful. One of the things that I really love about Eric is when he is in his real estate mode, is that he is endeavoring to find you the home. He is endeavoring to find you the place that helps you identify that this is my home, this is my wants, and this is my needs. And it's just not, and it's not just not, it is not, oh, I'm just going to go and sell this whatever I can because this gives me more real estate. That's absolutely not part of Eric's vocabulary. He's finding you a home. So thank you, Eric.
Hmm, nice. Yeah, it's quite often. Yeah, it's not about the price or whatever. Like one of our mutual friends often shares her story. The Sandra Suter, I think you know,
Yep.
amazing musician. She always talks when her says, "Oh, this is Eric," and I said what I wanted and how much I wanted to spend, and he knows me so well. He's shown me something that was even nicer and cost less, and I love it.
Absolutely. And that's when you're living your purpose and you're fulfilling your highest good, which is Eric finding the perfect house for that is part of his purpose. He's of being of service. So thank you. So if you were to pick someone that whoever could be a hockey player, football player, a person that you know that is ultra successful and not just moderately successful, but the pinnacle of success in whatever they're doing, what is it that you see them doing to achieve or help them achieve their success or keep their success that the average person may not be doing?
Because my main passion and purpose right now is coaching, and I'd look in that realm, and I'd see someone like Tony Robbins, who's obviously the giant, literally a giant in the game. You know, the filling stadiums. I always thought, like. You can have a rock star or whatever and fill a stadium, but if you get people to work on themselves, you're lucky to get 1,000 people in there usually. But Tony's getting thousands and thousands of them and putting around the world. So the number of people that he's helping is just incredible, and you see the relationship that he has and the business that he has, and so it's like he's firing on all cylinders. And I see him having a man living on purpose and with passion and making a huge difference in people's lives. You know, how often you hear stories of people being being down in the dumps, and then they end up listening to a Tony Robbins tape or something that turned their life around, and it was a catalyst that moved. move things for them. So that'd be one that comes to mind for me.
And what is he doing that I am not doing? That are the average stereotypical normal person. What is he doing to be the catalyst of change? What are some of the things that he's got going that I may or may not have going?
I think he's a master of leverage on multiple things. So the technologies that he uses, for example, like some of his stuff that he does is based in NLP, which you and I both do, and you can see how powerful that is. Like I've worked with somebody, and she said, "I got more out of working with you in 20 minutes than I did in 10 years of therapy." So, like, if it can, why would you take that long to do something if you can do it in less time? And he's using the technologies for personal growth type stuff and the fire walking, different things to help people break through. So there's the actual service technology, but also the technology of Zoom. Like he brought Zoom to a whole new level, his panels and all of that with thousands of people on there. So leveraging technology so he can reach even more people and get into living rooms around the world, and other people's time. Like he's got huge staff. He's got thousands of coaches and stuff that do follow-up work and other people. And yeah, so he doesn't try to do it himself. So and I'm sure he leverages other people's money too with his multiple companies and all of that.
That's wonderful. And do you think does he set goals? Does he have focus? Or is it just all by the seat of his pants? Because he's using leverage, but is
Mhm.
there anything else that he's doing?
I haven't seen his journal or anything, but I'm pretty sure he walks his talk and does his master planning that he encourages others to do. I don't think you can get that level without having a plan and having multiple plans, and your people in your different organizations having plans and overseeing those and seeing how they integrate.
So what I'm thinking is we don't need to read it, but we need to steal Tony Robbins' journal so that we have the opportunity to meet him in person because he'll want it back in
There
person.
you go.
Yeah. The nefarious side of me is like, yeah, as opposed to asking him, hey, can we just meet you? It's like, yeah, because he may say no, but he might say yes more often to get his journal back. We don't have to read it.
Yeah. And that's key, I think, too, is getting clear on not what is he doing, who is he being, and what is his thought process along the way. Like, why did he do things? Because it's going to be completely different scenarios all the time.
Absolutely. So I can't believe we've already used almost 20 minutes. Is there anything that you would like to leave our listeners and our viewers that are going on replay with little tidbit of advice or anything?
Um, if we're thinking about success and getting a lot done in a little time, one of the things I've been recommending lately is learning about the Pareto principle, the 80-20 principle. And we get 80% of our results from 20% of what we do. And a lot of people don't understand inside that 20%, it can be broken down again, that 80% of those results come from 20% of what we do. So there's 2 or 3 things that you can do in your life, in your health, in your wealth, in your relationship, in your spiritual life, that's going to move the needle. So figure out what those are and just do those first before you get distracted and check all your email and everything else and your social media first thing in the morning. Do what's most important first, and then the rest of the
Absolutely.
day's bonus.
Thank you, Eric. I want to take you. I know that you've got other things going on because you're getting ready for a program, setting up a program that you're running next week. So thank you for taking the time and sharing your thoughts and wisdom with this group and with me.
Thank you. Time just flew by. Holy smokes.
Yep. Okay. Take care.
Okay.